Okay, so this is the timer for the sprinkler system, and when you kick it on, it's supposed to move the big dial, and you can hear it, but it's not moving. So I took the 4 screws out, and let's see what's inside. Gears. See if we can get the gears to turn with the motor. Let's get those cleaned out first. Okay, mud daubers are cleared out. I got the 4 screws taken out of this plastic plate, and then I disconnected these 2. Brown on top, red on bottom. So let's light this up. Okay, so I know the motor's turn. The motor should turn this gear. This gear. I don't know if it'll work without those 2. Yeah, that one turns. Which I think turns this one. Let's just do this one. This gear looks good and intact. And this one's got a little pin down in there that it sits on. So there's a little resistance there. It's one way, so this is for the timer. So that works the way it's supposed to. Aha! Okay, so this prevents you from turning it backwards. That's what's going on here. Oh, this one spins freely. So this gear is also the same as this. I don't know if you can see the little kind of one-way teeth in there. They're all broke out of here. I need a new gear. Alright, well, we know what's wrong with it. So let's pop this little clip out. Let's see if we can get see if we can get this one off the shaft. Just to confirm my suspicions, in the box itself up here, I was actually able to find the little pieces that came off of that gear. And if you look inside here, they just snapped off. They're supposed to look like this one, but they don't. They are completely missing on the inside of this one. Okay, so this is a gear label 622893. This one is 622886, and it's got the little feelers in here, the one-way stop. I'm betting this is the same part number because it's the same size gear, same teeth, because this is also the same part number, 622886. So I'm going to go ahead and order the part. Trying to take it off, it was going to end up breaking this whole thing, but in the meantime I was able to compress it to where it's stationary and it doesn't move, but it does turn the whole thing. So I'm going to pop it back together real quick. And then we will test to see if it cycles when I flip the switch. So this just needs to be lined up.
Is it okay if I set the storage out back in the garage, that way a potato doesn't get in your garage?
No, she's fine, baby. Make sure those line
And I
up.
petted the potato's head because it's so cute.
Okay. So I'll plug these back in real quick. And just see if it cycles. Okay, so temporarily I think that'll fix it. So I'll get these put back. And then I'll get that gear ordered. I think I can get it from a local sprinkler or plumbing supply house. Alright, so I got it off. Came out in two pieces. This is the center piece. None of those little pieces are there, but on the back it is 622886. So it matches this one. So I'm going to see that matches this one too, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can order that gear and then we'll get it put back in. Okay, so I got the new part for the sprinkler system. Came in this bag. It was $11.25, but they didn't have just this gear. So they had a shaft that had the gear on it. Now this gear won't fit inside the sprinkler system, so I'm going to have to find a way to get this gear off safely without breaking it. So, let the fun begin. I'm going to start by seeing if I can take this little clip out. So that's the little clip. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, so we can get that off. So I may be able to slide this one off first. Yeah, that slid back in there nicely. So if I just turn it, I'll be able to put it back on the shaft. So I don't break anything. Let's start by putting a little clip back on. Okay. And I'm probably going to stick this in a vise and see if I can pry or bend or break this other gear off. Then I can slide this one off. And then we'll get it on the new shaft. Alright, that ain't gonna go anywhere. has to spin on the shaft. Yeah, so this one I can literally just pull up. So that one should, just to double check. This is the new one. This is the old one. And they should line up. And they do. Okay. So now we have to get that off. And I'm thinking I'm going to drill a hole in a piece of 2x4 so that way I can hit and push down on it consecutively. There we go. All right. That looks good. All right, now we got to take the sprinkler apart again. Mount this back in it. All right, so had to go back and double check, but this was upside down and then this was in here like that with a little clip. So we need to get this one pressed down first. And I think this will be just narrow enough. I may have to drill a hole here so I can kind of tap on it. Let me do that just to make sure we've got clearance. So if I want to tap on it like this, it's going to be like right here. Fine. Gotta go down a little bit further. Does free play, so that's good. So now we're going to get this one set down. Just a little bit further. Go ahead and use the new clip just to make sure we are good. That feels better.
about that. You guys took a nasty fall there for a minute. I think that'll work. Let's go ahead, get these screwed back in. And then we will test it. Hopefully, it'll cycle the way it's supposed to. Things this old, parts are going to definitely be a lot harder to find. That one's not in its place. I'm gonna have to fix that first. Open the door, baby.
Why?
Because I need the light.
Well, you got enough yacht.
This is why you always double check everything before you put it back together. Otherwise you end up taking it apart again. Come on. Okay. Now, everybody happy and where they're supposed to be?
They were broken at the car. Come here.
No.
Yeah. Dad, come here. Come here.
Okay. That's line up. That's line up. That's good. There we go. This one has to be at a certain spot. This is what actually rotates through each one of the zones. So each one of these wires corresponds to a different zone. So now we're good. Everything's in its place.
Dad,
What, Bean?
it's just at
I'm almost done, and then we get to test it. Do you want to see if the sprinklers work? Mm-hmm. Do you want to play in the sprinklers? No?
I said mm-hmm.
Okay, well. Let's get this put back in.
Okay, but I'll need only shorts for going in the water.
Okay.
So I'm taking my shirt off.
No, don't do it yet.
What?
Don't do it yet.
Okay, but I'm going to tell Mom if I don't need shorts and I just need my swim clothes. Okay?
I think it was red on top, brown on bottom. Alright, and because nothing's really exposed, I'm just going to set it here, put the fuse back in. Just kind of stand it up. And look at that, it is turning all on its own. So that is zone 1. And then if I advance it, it'll automatically go to zone 2. We are back in business. And it's all because that one little gear, that one right down in there. So I kept trying to turn, but it couldn't actually grab. So, yep, I'll put it back in, and then we'll let the kids play. Alright, back in the control box. So we're going to flip the switch from off to auto. And we're going to cycle it. And let it go to zone 8, which should be one in the backyard. So yep, we have sprinklers. Go play, Bean. Run. Yeah, they're gonna get you. Okay, so next time for the sprinkler system, this sprinkler head down there, it's on the other side of the fence, and it is kind of stuck in a tree. You can see where the water comes up. It doesn't actually come out of the head. It just flows all the way down my backyard. So this is causing a pressure problem where the rest of the sprinkler heads in this zone aren't running the way they're supposed to. So next time we're gonna have to dig this up. I'll have to dig probably out to about here, and then we'll pull that sprinkler head, repair whatever broken pipe is down here, get it all patched back together, and then that should be the last of the sprinkler problems.